Uno Flip is a fun version of Uno that deserves some serious attention. In Uno Flip, you have to use both sides of the cards because you will be flipping them all the time. If you love Uno, it is likely you'll love Uno Flip too. The objective is to get rid of all your cards before the others do, and scoring 500 plus points from counting the cards left in your opponent's hands. The light side consists of typical blue, green, yellow, and red cards, plus action cards in the form of a Draw 1 and Wild Card Draw 2. There are also flip cards in each of the 4 colors to trigger flipping over to the other side. The dark side consists of pink, teal, purple, and orange cards, plus Draw 5 cards, Wild Draw color cards, and flip cards as well. Always make sure all the cards in everyone's hands are facing the way at all times, be it the dark or light side, depending on what side is in play at the moment. However, gameplay always begins with the light side. To start the game, choose a dealer by having everyone draw a card from the deck. Considering only light side cards, the person with the highest number becomes the dealer. Action cards count as 0. The dealer then shuffles the deck and deals out 7 cards to each player. Since gameplay begins with the light side, hold the cards with the light side facing you, while the outer dark side faces everyone else. This applies to all the players. Now place the deck with the light side facing down unseen, while the dark side faces up. This is the draw pile. Turn the top card on the draw pile over and place it down to form a separate discard pile. Obviously, this first card will have its light side facing up so everyone can see what it is. Normally, the person to the dealer's left goes first, and the turns move in a clockwise manner until it's changed by a reverse card. Begin by matching the topmost card on the discard pile with number, color, or symbol according to the side it is on. You can also play an action card that is appropriate, but it needs to be an action card of either light or dark side, depending on what side is in play. If you have no suitable card to play, then you must draw a card from the draw pile. If the card can be played, then you can choose to play it. If the card cannot be played, then your turn is over, and now the next player takes their turn. You can also choose not to play it even if it matches something and give up your turn. Now let's look at the action cards. Once played, the next player must draw 1 card from the draw pile and miss their turn. You can only play this card if it's the same color as the discard pile card, or on another draw 1 card. If turned up as the first card when the game begins, the first player on the left of the dealer must draw a card and skip their turn. When played, the next player must skip their turn. You may play it only on top of a same color card or another skip card. If this is the first card turned up, the first player must skip their turn while the next player goes instead. This card turns the direction of play to the opposite direction. You can only play this card on a matching color card or on another reverse card. If this is the first card turned up to start the game, the dealer goes first instead, followed by the player to their right. Obviously, the direction will change. If you play it, you get to call out what color you want to play to continue with. You can play this even if you have other playable cards, because the wild card can represent any color. If turned up at the start of play, the first player gets to choose what color to continue play. This is like the classic Wild Draw 4 card from regular Uno. When played, it forces the next player to draw 2 cards from the draw pile and miss their turn. You should only play this when you do not have any suitable matching color cards. Otherwise, if the next player suspects you played this card illegally, they are entitled to challenge you to show your hand to them. If proven that you played that Wild Draw 2 illegally, you must draw 2 cards instead of the challenger. But if proven innocent, the challenger must draw 4 cards instead. This card can only be played on top of a matching color card or another flip card. When you play the flip card while the game is on the light side, all the cards must be flipped over to the dark side. This includes the discard pile. The topmost flip card that was just played now goes to the bottom. Also, the draw pile and everyone's cards in their hands must now change to the other side. Like the reverse card, the new side remains in play until changed over by a new flip card. If the flip card is the first card turned up at the start of the game, everything must flip, and the first player must now match that flip card with a matching color card or another flip card. And now for the dark side action cards. The dark side cards should never start off the game, so don't ever wonder about turning up an action card from the dark side when beginning a new game. When this card is played, the next player must draw 5 cards from the draw pile and skip their turn. You can only play this card on the same color card or another draw 5 card. This skip is slightly different from the light side skip card. When played, all other players are skipped, and the player who played it gets another turn. You can only play this card on another card or the same color or another skip everyone card. This card functions the same as the light side reverse card by changing the direction of play from clockwise to counterclockwise and vice versa. This card functions the same as the wild card from the light side. When you play this card, specify the color you want, and the next player has to draw cards until they get a card with the color of your choice. They also forfeit their turn. It doesn't matter how many cards they need to draw as long as they draw a card with your chosen color. However, you can only play this card if you don't have any card in hand that matches the color of the card on the discard pile. You could still play this card anyway, but the next player is entitled to challenge you to show your hand. If guilty, you have to draw cards until you get your chosen color. But if innocent, the challenger has to draw cards until they get the chosen color, plus 2 more cards. This works the same as the light side flip card. Remember to yell "Uno" aloud when you are playing your second last card. If you forget to announce "Uno" before the next player has played a card and someone catches you for it, you must draw 2 cards as penalty. The winner of the round is the first person to get rid of all their cards. If the draw pile gets depleted and no one has yet won the round, shuffle the discard pile and turn it into a new draw pile. If your last card is a draw 1, draw 5, wild draw 2, or wild draw color, the next player also has to draw cards as instructed. Those cards will still count towards the final score of the winner of the round. The winner is the first player to achieve 500 or more points, although you can certainly set your own number. Points are gained by the winner of the round adding the points of all the cards left in their opponent's hands. The points gained should only follow the side that the game ended on. For example, do not count any draw 1s if the game ended on the dark side, as draw 1 cards are from the light side. The following is the scoring system used in Uno Flip. Numbered cards 1 through 9 equal face value. Draw 1 equals 10 points. Draw 5, reverse, skip, and flip equal 20 points. Skip everyone equals 30 points. Wild equals 40 points. Wild draw 2 equals 50 points. And wild draw color equals 60 points. And that's how you play Uno Flip. Good luck, everyone.